Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I'm here to talk about Justin Tafa versus Austen Lane. Austen Lane is 35 years old, 12 and 3 as a pro, and he's got 6 inches of height and 6 inches of reach over 29-year-old Justin Tafa, who is 6 and 3 as a pro. Austen Lane was the guy that got knocked out by Greg Hardy, which gave Greg Hardy his path to the UFC, gave him his contract. And since then, we've seen Greg Hardy come and go. And now Austen Lane, after scratching and clawing and beating up enough guys on the regional scene, despite his own setbacks, because he's had other setbacks, he has made it back to the UFC. Got a TKO victory on the Contender Series over the guy Richard Jacoby. And here he is. He's got his first fight in the UFC after all that time. So very cool for Austen Lane. The guy's a monster, obviously. I never write down their actual height. I just write down the differential. But he's 6 inches taller than Justin Tafa. He's fucking gigantic. He's big, strong, athletic, and very, very powerful. 12 wins, 11 of them come by knockout, just one by submission. And the 3 losses all come by TKO or knockout. Greg Hardy knocked him out in the Contender Series. This guy Vernon Lewis TKO'd him on the ground, I think that was. And then this guy Frank Tate knocked him out as well. All 3 losses come in round 1, and I envision all of his future losses looking like that, pretty much. I think it will be, that's how most of his fights are going to look, to be honest. A knockout, one way or the other, I would say. He's beaten some good guys as well. He beat Juan Adams in Fury FC, knocked him out in round 4 after Juan was largely dominating, as Juan Adams always does. But if you fight the guy long enough, it's not long before that big head is going to get knocked out. And Austen Lane got him out of there in round 4. First minute or so of round 4, but still a round 4 championship round stoppage over Juan Adams. Very impressive victory. He knocked out or TKO'd Richard Jacoby on the Contender Series. That guy, I don't know, he kind of got caught cold after a reversal. He had Austen Lane mounted, and then, much like Cody Brundage, after he got reversed by Michal Oleksiejczuk, he was just kind of caught cold like a deer in the headlights and got pounded out. But that's all Austen Lane needs, is one opportunity, one advantageous position, one punch on the chin, and he's in the realm of getting a finish, because he's that big, strong, and dangerous. And Justin Tafa, he is 6 and 3 as a pro. He's very fucking dangerous as well. 6 knockouts out of his 6 wins. These guys, they're going to get it done by knockout. Justin Tafa's losses, however, come 1 by knockout and 2 by decision, all in the UFC. He lost to Carlos Felipe and Jared Vanderaa by decision, and Jorgen De Castro actually knocked him dead, caught him cold with a big punch coming in. But still, that's some high-level experience. I know he's got 6 fewer fights than Austen Lane. Austen Lane has the experience here, but Justin Tafa's been fighting at a higher level more consistently. And he's gotten some wins in the UFC as well. Knocked out Parker Porter in his last fight. Knocked him out in round 1. Knocked out Harry Hunsucker with a head kick in round 1. I know these are all lower-level heavyweights in the UFC, even the losses, and the wins. But still, it's overall a much better pedigree, much better level of competition than Austen Lane's fought. He also knocked out Juan Adams in round 1, Justin Tafa. Justin Tafa is my pick to win this fight. I think it's going to come down to who gets the first knockout. And while Austen Lane has every physical advantage and probably a power advantage as well, maybe not, but he's big and strong and powerful. But Justin Tafa, I think he is more sound. His chin is more sound, to be frank. That's what it's going to come down to. And he's also dealing with a guy who, despite having 6 inches of height and 6 inches of reach, may as well be 6 feet. He's not the best to utilize that reach. I do think Justin's going to be able to touch Austen. It won't be long, and something's going to give. Some chin's going to give, and I'm picking it to be Austen Lane's. So Justin Tafa gets his 7th knockout. That's my prediction. I bet on his money line at minus 170, but I want to see the prop bets because, again, I can isolate one path to victory for both of these guys. The over-under is set at 1.5 rounds, minus 210. I think there's value on that. I rarely like the under 1.5 rounds, unless it's like CM Punk versus Mickey Gall. I think I played that at like minus 350. Put my entire fucking life savings on it. But here I do think that's good though. Minus 210, I see value on that, especially since it covers both guys' paths to victory. Although Tafa's only been knocked out the once. But still, I'm expecting this one to go down at least somewhat similarly to the way I described it, and that's why I've bet on this fight. Waiting to see the props. Like, share, subscribe, all that horseshit, and check out my other videos.